There's one trait that keeps more men single than anything else, and it's not your height, it's not your bank account, and it's not your looks. It's actually something much darker and way more common. It's resentment. If you don't deal with resentment, it will bleed into every interaction you have with women, quietly pushing them away. Because the more rejection that a guy experiences, the more pain he starts to feel. And the problem starts when he begins to associate the pain not with the rejection and the act of it, but with the women themselves. And this is the root of so much of that kind of red pill rage. The reason why we have these podcasts where they bring on, let's be real here, not the most intelligent women and just make fun of them and deliberately make them sound stupid. And it feels kind of cathartic to that audience. It kind of feels nice because they have that hidden pain and anger. When we feel pain, we transfer that into anger towards women. And the process of watching those videos just solidifies the frustration even more for men. And this is truly, truly dangerous, because if I then go into an interaction with women, everything I do will be tainted with this sense of, well, I don't really like you. I don't really trust you. I'm going to be kind of a bit mean. I'm going to also probably try and protect myself all the way through this and give you kind of like passive aggressive comments. And I see this all the time, and it destroys men's ability to meet women. I had a client, and it would often come out the sense that he just didn't really like women. He'd had a lot of pain in his life. And if she didn't text back immediately, he'd be jumping to the conclusion, oh, women are awful. I can't believe she's done this. We had such a nice interaction. She hasn't texted me back. Oh, she texted me back. It's all okay. And it's just like, oh dear, that's not good. It's not a positive interaction. She will always start to sense this. It's like, I'll have guys and they'll complain about Western women to girls on dates. And I'm just like, this is a really, really bad idea, because for women, they want to feel safe. And if you're complaining, even if it's not directly at them, but if you're complaining about women in general in this manner, she doesn't feel safe with you. She doesn't feel emotionally safe. She doesn't feel physically safe. And it's because this resentment has started to build in us. And this is harsh, but resentment is a choice. One of my favorite things I heard Jordan Peterson say on the topic was, when you see someone that is engulfed in resentment, what has happened is they've let the devil in and let him have its way with him. And this is even portrayed in the recent movie Sinners. For anyone that hasn't seen it, a big part of that movie is the fact that they are all in this big sort of like cabin, and outside there is just evil. There are vampires and they want to get in, but a big crux of the movie is the fact that they have to be invited. Evil cannot simply just enter, it has to be invited. It must be invited in, and it will do different things to try and tempt you. It will give you gold, or it'll even threaten you. And it's the same thing with resentment, that is tempting, because if I accept that, oh, maybe they're the problem, not me, then realistically, I can just relax. That's so much easier for me to say that, oh, it's just all women, they're the problem. It's all their fault. It's nothing to do with me. They're just mean, they have too high standards, and fuck them, all right? But this will only lead you to pain. So I want to save you that in this video and make it clear that this is not the way forward. And I should know, right? I spent all of my younger years being rejected by women. I was very much a loser, and I didn't have my first girlfriend until I was like 21, 22. And all that time before was just a sea of rejection. And I knew that if I decided to say, oh no, it's their fault, I'd have never gotten to where I am today. I'd still be sat there watching YouTube videos that paints women in a negative light, because that's what would have been enjoyable for me. But instead, I worked on my ability to improve myself. I took responsibility for it myself, So to avoid this kind of sense of resentment, which yes, it's kind of natural, like it's tough to face that much rejection, but we need to develop systems to deal with that. We need to have ways to process our pain, which isn't just projecting it onto others. For me, like running is such a source for that. Being able to go out, absolutely push my limits, rage, have a good time on the run. For you, it could be the gym. I recommend having friends where you can discuss openly some of the things you're struggling with and not just keep it bottled up, because resentment, it will always leave you single. Women will never feel safe around you. And even if you want to trick yourself into thinking it's not there, that won't help. You can't act your way out of this. It's one that truly needs to be addressed. And for any of you out there that says, oh, no, it's not about resentment. It's just my looks. I'm like, if women would like me if I was better looking. Well, I have the perfect video for you, because I decided to answer the age-old question of, well, can you approach women if you're ugly? And I'm not going to lie, I think you will not expect the answer that I'm going to give here. So check out this video and see truly what happens if you are unattractive and you think about going over to speak to women.